Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today I am showing you what's in my Z palettes. I have two Z palettes full of eyeshadow singles, and I'm going to swatch them all for you, tell you which ones are my favorites, and maybe help you decide what to get for your Z palette next. The first palette that I have is this Sephora Z palette. This is called the baby size. So it actually fits 14 shadows, but mine only has 13 in it right now. And these are all of my more neutral colors. So I like to have these separate from the more colorful shades just because this is so useful to grab and pair with other palettes. And these are some of my most used shades. Just excuse how dirty these palettes are. They do get a lot of love, so don't judge me. So the first row I'm going to show you has a matte white shade. This is I Have a Headache from NYX. Next is Nylon from MAC. Then Glisten from Morphe. Naked Lunch, also from MAC. And then this is Kitten from Stila. Here are the swatches. This is I Have a Headache. Next is Nylon, Glisten, Naked Lunch, and Kitten. I know a lot of these shadows look really similar, and honestly they are really similar, and to be even more honest, I probably have more shades just like these in other eyeshadow palettes, but I love eyeshadow, I love palettes, so just give me a break. In the next row we have another NYX Matte Shadow. This is called Lap Dance. This is Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek. This is Peanut from Morphe, and this is Dance the Tides, also from NYX. These are all matte shades. Here's Lap Dance, Peach Smoothie, Peanut, and Dance the Tides. Look how pigmented that NYX shadow is. Seriously. Now for the last row in my neutral palette, we have Kid from MAC, Marbleized from Morphe. This is Underneath It All from NYX. And lastly, Brownie Points from Makeup Geek. Here are the swatches. This is Kid, Marbleized, Underneath It All, and Brownie Points. Now I'm moving on to my colorful Z palette. This is the large Z palette in the leopard print. I ordered mine from Amazon for like $18. If it's still available, I will link it below. So starting with the top row, we have Wink for Pink from Morphe. This is Pink Moscato, also from Morphe. This is Orange Soda from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Surface of the Sun, also Anastasia. Burnt Orange, also Anastasia. And China Rose, also from Anastasia. Can you tell I like Anastasia's shadows? The very last one is Coppering from MAC. So here are the swatches. This is Wink for Pink, Pink Moscato, Orange Soda, Surface of the Sun, Burnt Orange, China Rose, and Coppering. That's just, I just want to lick it. I won't. We have Anastasia's Dusty Rose. This is Burlesque from Morphe. These two are Anastasia shadows. This is Sienna, and this is Red Earth. Then next we have Bitten from Makeup Geek. This is Secretive from Morphe, and another Makeup Geek, Cherry Cola. I mean, these swatches just make my heart happy. Dusty Rose, Burlesque, Sienna, Red Earth, Bitten, Secretive, and Cherry Cola. Now we're into the third row of this large Z palette. It starts off with 3 shadows from Morphe. These are New Moon, Attitude, and Magic. Then there is an Anastasia shadow, Sangria. This is another Morphe shadow called Marry Her. This one's from Makeup Geek. It's called Toxic. And the last one is another Morphe shadow. It's called Infinity and Beyond. So here are the swatches. This is New Moon, Attitude, Magic, Sangria, Marry Her, Toxic, and Infinity and Beyond. All right, last row, we have an Anastasia shadow. This is Metal. This one's from Morphe. It's called Bronzed Ivy. These two are also from Anastasia. This is Truffle Glitter and Smoke. This is another matte shadow from NYX. This one's called Stripped. And this cute little baby is an Urban Decay shadow. It actually came in an Ipsy bag, and this is called Lounge. This is Metal, Bronzed Ivy, Truffle Glitter, Smoke, Stripped, and Lounge. Now that you've seen everything in my Z palettes, I will give you a few recommendations if you're looking for something to fill up your Z palette or just round out your collection. I'll tell you what my favorites are. From my baby Z palette, the neutral one, this definitely has a lot of my most used shades, and unfortunately I cannot recommend the shade Kid from MAC because they don't carry it anymore, and it is one of my favorites. So if you do find a way to get your hands on it, I highly recommend it. But sadly, I cannot recommend that you go buy this because none of us can go and buy it. So these are some of my recommendations. This is Marbleized from Morphe, Nylon from MAC, Kitten from Stila, Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, and Peanut from Morphe. There are a lot more to choose from this palette, so that does make it tough to recommend just like a top 5 for you. But if I had to choose 5, I think I would choose China Rose, Sienna, oh man, this is hard, Attitude, Truffle Glitter, and Smoke. So here are a few of my favorites. This is China Rose, Sienna, this is Attitude, Truffle Glitter, I mean look at that, and Smoke. I like Smoke from Anastasia Beverly Hills as an alternative to a matte black shadow. It is a really deep brown, but it's just a little bit softer, so I find it easier to work with just because a really deep, dark, pigmented black shadow really scares me. So if you feel the same way, then you should try Smoke from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So that wraps up everything for my Z palettes. If you have any questions about any of the shadows that I mentioned today, please feel free to ask. I'm always happy to help if I can. I hope that this video was helpful to you if you're shopping to fill your Z palette, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. What am I gonna do with you? Let's just agree to ignore this cluster of zits, okay? Thanks. And you're never gonna film this. You're not. Just give up now. Won't like it. That's weird. And probably unhealthy. Let's try that again. So pretty. So pretty. And what's this one called? This starts off with 3. Okay, quite the strange little bunch there, aren't they? Alright, you've seen everything in my Z palettes. So that wraps up everything from my Z palette. If you have any questions about any of these shades that I have, then I'm never gonna be able to speak to you. I'm just gonna keep